About US is a new initiative by the Washington Post to cover issues of identity in the United States. Look for the About US newsletter launching this winter. My favorite diner is in Montgomery, Alabama. When I lived there more than 10 years ago, as often as I could, I ate there. The staff was super friendly, the eating area was clean enough and the food was delicious. The servers were mostly black women, the main cook was a black man. I liked to sit at the counter and order my food and talk to the servers. When I did, I'd often see the same disgusting behavior on the part of the cook toward various waitresses. She would shout out the order to him, and if she was not within his reach, he would say something like, "Bring your tail down here, you know I can't hear you." And if the waitress complied, at least 50% of the time, he would stand directly in front of her, practically close enough to plant a kiss on her lips and say something like, "What you gonna do for it?" Over time I watched this routine play out in different ways. Arms slinked around waists, rear ends tapped, shoulders rubbed. Sometimes the waitresses pushed back, but only a little. Mostly, they learned to navigate the narrow space behind the counter and figure out ways to save one another from his vile, undesired advances. I was so outraged that I once got into a screaming match with the cook. I told him if he wouldn't respect the waitresses he would respect me as a customer and not openly sexually harass these women in front of me. In between admonishments to mind my Saturday New York business, he told me that this was the way he and the women played around at work. He was so mad at me confronting him that he had to take a smoke break. While he was outside, the